Welcome to the show. You're here on Conestoga Scoop. I'm your host, Nang Bulsara, and we got a jam-packed show for you today, so let's get right to it. Conestoga is celebrating cultural diversity, and our very own Pam Grutzmacher covered Culture Diversity Week here at the school.
Got some extra change in your pocket? Why not check out Celebrating Cultural Diversity Week at Conestoga College and help out Haiti at the same time. The event includes interactive games, activities, and displays running throughout the week. The proceeds from the event go to Red Cross for Haiti relief.
Yeah, we've had a fair bit of people coming out. We've also had a fair bit of donations from just walking around the schools and whatever like that.
Students were right on target with the Plane Wreck fundraiser, where students made their own paper airplanes and aimed for a target on the floor in hopes of receiving a prize. There's also a multicultural dance show featuring dancers from the Conestoga Dance Club. From China to Egypt, students can check out displays representing cultures around the world. There's even some rather exotic food to sample.
I think each time we hold a Celebrating Cultural Diversity Week, it just seems to get better and better. We're finding more representation of different cultures being presented, and I think that the energy and the enthusiasm of what students are seeing and what they're doing is even getting stronger.
In addition to the events happening at the school, Conestoga's residence also has activities running throughout the week. Conestoga Celebrating Diversity Week runs from February 8th to the 12th. For Conestoga Scoop News, I'm Pam Grutzmacher.
Now you may be wondering what life might be like after graduating here at Conestoga College. Former student Ashley Hunt is in the midst of producing her own show, and Laura Hatton has more.
Well, I took broadcast journalism at Conestoga College. I took 6 months to just get my demo together, and then I researched a ton of jobs, and I actually had to go back to my old job at Shoppers Drug Mart for a while, and then I got a job at this place called TV Clicker, where we operate a Facebook application, and then there is where I met Terry Nelson. So he used to live in New York, and he used to work on feature films, actually, and he just thought I was creative and funny, so he asked if I'd help him out. And then it was actually a lot more work than we thought it would be, because we had to come up with titles for ourselves. We had to come up with rules for the games. We had to come up with ideas for the different challenges. Then we had to find hosts and casts and do PR and everything. And then, we filmed it in one weekend. And now we're researching. We want to learn everything there is to know about how to pitch. And then in March, we're going to start pitching like crazy. I guess one of my favorite things to do is write, and write creatively, so this really gives me an opportunity to be creative. I guess just don't expect your first job to be in broadcast, but every job is a stepping stone to your dream job. So,
in life, we're given a rare opportunity to meet those with special talents. Our very own Michelle Velasquez met an individual who is a promoter, musician, and an upcoming model.
I'm here with Roger Garrity, also known as RG. He's a recording artist from the Tri-Cities. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so you're from Guelph. You moved from Hespeler to Toronto to Cambridge. What pressures has that brought on to you?
Well, considering the genre of music that I typically am considered in, being, I guess, rap music and hip-hop, it's caused a lot of pressures. I mean, first of all, I'm white, so that there is the racial card that is played because of it. My father got cancer a couple years back, and it was a pretty good kick in the pants. You know, it kind of made me realize what I was kind of here for, and it felt like my time had kind of run out. So it really motivated me to go after it. You know, being from this area, a lot of people in the industry that it's predominantly dominated by, like, you know, New York and LA, they face a lot of, bigger versions of the problems we face every day around here as well. So it's hard for people to understand that, you know, you can make that kind of music being from the area we're from.
What type of genres do you sing?
Well, I mean, personally, the stuff that kind of started off my career was, I guess, rap music. I don't like to actually typically stick myself in just one genre. I have a lot of R&B songs, rock songs. There's even some reggaeton influence, reggae songs as well. The song that we're about to release that I'm really excited about, seems to be getting a lot of good reviews just from the people I've kind of sent it to. We'll be releasing this Valentine's Day called Mr. Right, and it's produced by DJ Kareem out of Jamaica, and the remix is featuring Vibes Cartel, Elephant Man, TOK, and Ice Cole, which are major artists from Jamaica. In other words, a white guy with a mohawk from Kitchener isn't supposed to have a song with them, so I'm really pumped to see what the industry has to say about this.
Where do you see yourself in about 10 years in this industry?
Hopefully retired. I'd like to do a good 5 years, 6 years in it. Hopefully to make as much money as I can, make it as big as an impact as I can. But realistically, in 10 years, I'd like to be more kind of behind the scenes. I definitely don't want to be one of those 40-year-old rappers. Probably working with other artists and trying to coach them and give them guidance, because I didn't really get any. So I think it'd be good to be able to work with new and upcoming artists. So hopefully running my own business in the same kind of industry.
You've been doing this for almost a year and a half, 2 years now. What's been the most memorable experience you've had?
Performing with the Coal Hole Instrument on MTV. I mean, that was pretty big. I think I'm pretty sure I'm one of the only artists to ever unsigned to an independent artist out of Canada to ever perform and be featured on MTV. So that really legitimized me as an artist too. She brought me out to be a cameo in her video for Epic, and then I ended up doing the Epic remix with her and performing with her, Pauly Intern, and MTV.
So if anybody wants to listen to you or check out your music, where can they go?
I would say check me out at www.rgtotheworld.com. It's a little unique with the spelling, so it's www.rg2thaword.com. You can Google me, type in RG on the internet. You'll be able to see all my websites and everything, and I hope to see everybody at the next show, to be honest with you.
All right. Well, thank you very much for taking the time and sitting down with me.
It was my pleasure, anytime.
For Conestoga Scoop, I'm Michelle Velasquez.
Pants on the ground, pants on the ground. If your pants on the... I don't really know the rest of the words. But if you haven't heard this song, then you clearly have been living under a rock. Our Mike Cormier will fill you in on more.
Only 2 episodes into American Idol, and Simon Cowell has found another television and internet phenomenon. General Larry Platt, a 62-year-old veteran, blew the judges away as he was the last audition of the day. Not everyone has heard of Larry Platt. Not everybody watches American Idol. But in recent years, there has always been a gem in the audition weeks that got the attention of millions.
General Larry Platt. Ah, you're a general, okay.
I want to sing my song called Pants on the Ground.
Pants on the ground.
Pants on the ground.
This year's audition rounds are over, and we have a clear winner, singing a song aimed at youth who like to wear their pants closer to the ground.
Pants on the ground, looking like a fool with your pants on the ground, with the bowl in your mouth, hat turned sideways, pants hit the ground, call yourself a cool cat, looking like a fool.
The song was on YouTube in a matter of hours, with many people working on remixes, doing their own acoustic renditions. Even Jimmy Fallon donned a Neil Young outfit and persona singing Platt's song. Platt has had an amazing response over YouTube, with several of his videos reaching views into the millions. On Facebook, Platt has pages where people can join or become fans of Pants on the Ground.
This is hilarious. He was the best so far this season, definitely.
There is no doubt a certain retired general might make a return when the finale nears. Who knows, he might go on the Ellen DeGeneres show. For Conestoga Scoop, I'm Mike Cormier.
I have a horrible feeling that song could be a hit.
Now that's all the time we have here on The Scoop. Thank you for joining me, and you can join us again next week here on The Scoop.